Hi, I'm Michael Choi, and today's video is dedicated towards feeding the goose. Feed the goose. Okay, so what I mean by that, some of you may know the parable, the story about the goose that lays the golden egg. And so what happens is there's this person that has a goose, and that goose lays golden eggs every single day. And the person's getting these golden eggs and is becoming rich from getting these eggs. And they then decide, hey, wait a minute, if this goose has got golden eggs inside it, they get greedy, I need it, I want more golden eggs. Kills the goose, cuts open the goose, opens up to see if there's any eggs, and there's no eggs in there. And it's about feeding the goose that gives you the golden egg and not killing the goose. And so what we have in our office, what feeding the goose is what we actually call our prospecting sessions. So we don't call them prospecting sessions anymore. They're called feed the goose. So in our office, there's 3 hours a week that is actually team prospecting sessions outside of normal prospecting that you want to do, where we all prospect together to just keep the energy levels going, okay? And just to keep each other accountable, because accountability is important, leading by example, and it's structured to the week. So we have what we call feeding the goose times, and they are $20 million listing appointments. In other words, if someone's got a listing that they want to list with you, you're not going to change the $20 million listing appointment, you're going to keep that $20 million listing appointment. And that is what feeding the goose is. Don't starve that goose, because if you starve that goose, that pipeline, that database, those prospective vendors, you're going to get an air pocket, not next week, but in a couple of months' time, a few months' time. And it's because you didn't feed the goose a few months ago. And so these are non-negotiable things. And so feeding the goose doesn't have to be prospecting, that's what it is in our office. But I'm saying we need to have $20 million appointments with ourselves. Because if you can't keep an appointment with yourself, how can you keep an appointment with someone else? You're having appointments for yourself. So if you can't keep an appointment with yourself, what's the point of going to other appointments? You're doing all these appointments for yourself anyway. So keep that $20 million listed. Now, I've always wondered, which I don't understand, why people say you invite someone to something, or they invite you to something, and you say, oh yeah, let me get back to you, or I'll think about it. To me, it's either I check my diary and I say, look, that's probably not my. If I don't like it, I'll just say, look, it's probably not my thing. It doesn't float my boat. It's not my style. I'll let you guys enjoy the evening or something like that. But if it's something that I'm into, yeah, it's in my diary, locked in. If it's locked in, it's locked in. And if something better comes up, I don't go, oh, by the way, I can't come anymore, something's come up. I don't take that better thing. It's in my diary, it's non-negotiable, and that's part of my brand. And people know it, my friends know it. My friends know if I book them in my diary, that's it. Something better can come up, a $20 million listing can come up, it doesn't matter, because my friends are in my diary. And it's just about having that diary discipline. That's what I like to call it, diary discipline, to make sure that you're feeding the goose, the things that give you abundance in life. Hope you enjoyed. Take it easy. Feed that goose.